The road to Humboldt State and the NFCA Hall of Fame began more than 70 years ago in the hills of Kentucky. Frank James Cheek was born in 1937, the second of 5 children, growing up in Newport, Kentucky. He learned some lessons early in life about tenacity and loyalty, and he took those lessons with him to the ballpark, playing for the Newport High baseball team. For the first time in his life, he became a coach at the age of 16, leading his Little Potato Baseball League team of 7 to 9-year-olds to a 16-1 record and a league championship. The team was a family affair with his brother on the team and his mother, Alberta May, as scorekeeper. A year later, Coach Cheek joined the United States Marine Corps. 4 years of active duty and 4 years in the reserves, that was an experience that would touch every part of his life since. He learned about discipline, commitment, dedication, and being part of something bigger than the individual. After active duty, the best thing that ever happened to him came in 1959, and it can be summarized in 2 words: Mary Lou. Frank and Mary Lou married in 1959, and she encouraged him to attend college. He was on the baseball and wrestling teams at San Francisco State, where he earned his master's degree and multiple credentials, and eventually was inducted to the San Francisco State Gators Hall of Fame. After 5 years of coaching in the high school ranks, he was hired at Humboldt State in 1969. But where on earth is Humboldt State University? Humboldt is part of the Cal State University system, situated on the Pacific Ocean in Northern California, in the town of Arcata. It is almost 300 miles north of San Francisco and about 100 miles south of the Oregon border. Humboldt State is a Division II university where the redwoods meet the ocean. Frank Cheek's early college coaching career for the Humboldt State Lumberjacks was in wrestling, where he and the team excelled. The team featured conference titles, many individual All-America awards, and appearances in the NCAA National Championships. In 1977, when the team finished second in the nation, he was named the NCAA Wrestling Coach of the Year. He coached wrestling for 21 years, and during the last 2 years of coaching wrestling, he also coached Humboldt State's softball team, something he's done ever since, beginning in 1989. The desire to coach softball began at home. As a high school freshman, his daughter Teresa begged Frank to teach her to pitch. Coach gave her the conditions: practice 6 days a week, 12 months a year. Much to Frank's surprise, she quickly agreed, and they both stuck to the agreement.
Teresa wanted to learn how to play. Soon Frank got involved in her life and her playing and coaching her, and that's what got him started in softball.
Coach Cheek was in charge of the softball program at Arcata High for 5 years, including Teresa's junior and senior years. When Humboldt reinstated softball in 1989, it turned to its successful wrestling coach. Teresa had already been playing at a rival institution, but returned home to play for Dad once again for her 2 final years of college ball. 21 seasons later, Frank Cheek is still putting in the long hours, although this time with his adopted daughters, his Humboldt State softball players, also guiding them to success.
Everybody on that field is 100% committed, has 100% passion for the game, and has 100% dedication, because he doesn't expect less. So, and I think that carries on in his teachings to whether it's playing softball, whether that's at your work, or whether that's in your relationships, you give it 100%. And that's all he expects from you. I think that's why he wins.
I think Coach Cheek's passion for the game, his devotion to his players, he believes in his players, he's honest with his players, you always know where he's coming from, and he works extremely hard.
Well, a big thing about that is probably his discipline, and he, the girls know what he wants and how he wants it done, so he really, ingrains that into their head, and it equals winning.
Frank has made a major difference at Humboldt State University. He cares deeply for student athletes. And it goes beyond his ability to instruct them and to educate them about how to play the game. It goes beyond helping them to be students. It's a part of his effort to strengthen their characters, to make sure that they understand that the future is in their own hands, which is a very important lesson for young people.
Well, I think it's his commitment toward dedication and toward the program. He's a role model for our coaches, our younger coaches. And Coach, we're so proud of you, and what a great career.
During Coach Cheek's tenure, the softball team has won 17 league titles, made 19 NCAA playoff appearances, individuals have earned 42 All-America awards, and the team's 5 appearances in the national tournament have yielded 2 national championships, one in 1999 and one in 2008. He has won more than 1,000 games with a winning percentage over 800. His coaching staff was named the National Coaching Staff of the Year in 2008. And the numbers no one can keep track of. How many lives have been improved by being part of the Humboldt State softball program?
I expect more of myself, just like every day in life. Ever since the program and the way that we were brought up for 4 years, it just really makes you feel like you should walk around like with your head held high and like you know, like you are somebody.
I think playing for him, you feel like you spent 4 years in the Corps yourself, and taught me a lot about my own work ethic and putting the time in to be successful and wanting to be a better athlete, wanting to be a better person.
We asked some of the HSU softball alumni to give their best Frank Cheek laugh.
Ha ha ha. He gets that little time.
We also asked others to give their best Frank Cheek imitation by saying something that Coach says over and over and over. After years of hearing the same thing, you never can forget it. For instance,
gotta have the horses, you know. Saddle up.
Winning might not be everything, but losing is nothing.
The difference between a champ and a chump is you.
What day is it, Franny?
It's a beautiful day in Humboldt County.
$1 million catch nickel throw.
My dog can do that, and he's been dead for 40 years.
Riles, get the gear on.
I just heard that every day.
This is a game of inches. Frank Cheek here. You gotta be shot, tarred and feathered and drugged through town. You slide, you always slide.
Fatigue makes cowards of us all.
You're not tarred. You're not tarred till I say you're tarred. You don't tell me you're tarred. Nobody's tarred around here but me.
A wise man learns from another person's mistake.
Vulgarity is a crutch for conversational handicaps.
Hubba hubba.
Hubba hubba.
Hubba hubba. Hubba hubba.
Hubba hubba.
Hubba hubba. Hubba hubba. Frank.
All right, let's go, hubba hubba.
Coach Cheek has often said that he doesn't build character at Humboldt State, he eliminates those who don't have any. But since he has a no-cut policy, it can probably be better said that he allows those without enough character to eliminate themselves. Any student-athlete who can withstand the Humboldt State softball boot camp and hold up under the grind of rigorous practice can become a national champion. What does it take to handle the Humboldt State softball boot camp?
It takes a lot of internal strength, internal drive. It takes a lot of fight, heart, character, lots of tears, but it all pays off in the end.
Game over. Humboldt State national champions. One terrific national championship game decided on a Natalie Galletley homer in the top of the first. 10 strikeouts for Lizzie Prescott. Easily the most outstanding player for the tournament. And the Jacks get their second championship, much to the disappointment of Emporia State, by winning 1-0.
Can you help me understand what you're feeling personally, having won the championship in '99, but a lot of groups have come and gone since then, and now you get to bring the hardware back home again for this special school?
Well, you know, I had a heart attack a year and a half ago, and they shocked me back to life twice, and I've somewhat dedicated my life to Jesus Christ. I really have, you know, and a lot of people say that, and I hear it on the pro circuit, you know, for Jesus, for God. Well, I thought it was a lot of humbug, but you know what? It's not. It's not.
Coach Cheek deserves to be among the best of the best because he is one of the best of the best.
You know, I got him started in college. Teresa got him started in softball. And neither of us know how to get him stopped.